Fantastic. Penis.
Hello everyone and welcome back to How to Survive. This is Adam, or Bobo the Hobo, and in this episode I will be showing you an automated melon farm. Yeah, melons! Everybody loves melons. It also works for pumpkins too, if you want some pumpkins. Now, the whole premise of this is to be automated through the use of sticky pistons. So, basically you don't have to go around punching the melon. Now, the idea is you power the block below a sticky piston, which will push the dirt that the melon is growing on. So I will show it here. You push it, and it pushes the dirt up, and that displaces the melon. Now, the melon can't move, so it just gets destroyed, and gets put into its little slices. So basically, up these stairs, even though I could have flown up, is your melon/pumpkin farm. Now, this is one that is finished, and this is one to show you what you're supposed to do. Now, what you want to do is dig out a trench, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, and then you can repeat the pattern. So 6, 1 deep, and then in the middle 2, you do it 2 deep. Now, in the 2 deep, so here we go. I'm just gonna do this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 and 4. Is the middle one. That's where you want to put sticky pistons. Now, sticky pistons are made by combining a piston and a slime ball, and slime balls are obtained from slimes. Now, I do appreciate that some people may have difficult time finding slimes, but you're just going to have to work. Only certain chunks will have slimes. You'll eventually find one if you dig about enough. So my tip is to just persevere, and if you can't find any and you really want some, get a mod to show you which chunks have slimes. Now, what you want to do is dirt up this bit. So if you started from the left, this would be number 5. Put dirt there, and then in number 6 you want to place down your water. Now, this can be flowing, I just don't like the noise of flowing water. Now, what you do next is get a diamond hoe, just because you have so many diamonds and you can just chuck them about, but it can be any hoe, I won't judge. And you just turn that into farmland. Now, the farmland is where the seeds will go. The melons do not need to grow on farmland, they can grow on dirt. Same with the pumpkins, they can just grow on dirt. So I'm just going to put some pumpkin seeds down, just to show you what they look like. Now, they will take some time to grow. I mean, I've got no light around here. You may want to light it up just until they get to stalks, and then you can just leave it, or whatever you want, whatever your preference is. But then you just put down the dirt. Now, I won't dirt up this one just to kind of show what's going on, but how it works is the redstone down here. Now, I will show you on this one, because this is much easier to show on. Every other piston has a redstone repeater, and then this redstone is on the same level as it, so it will power all the repeaters, and there's redstone in the gaps in between the repeaters. Now, this will power the block, like I showed earlier. This will power the block under the piston, which will power the piston, which will push the dirt block, which will displace your melon/pumpkin. Now, I'd recommend repeaters just to kind of extend the current, and I'd recommend kind of doing a little redstone thing off so you have a lever up there. So there's a pumpkin grown already, got some melons, but I'm going to show you just how you set it up. So go to the end, I'd recommend, because maybe this would be a wall, it wouldn't be an open space, because you're going to have to dig this out yourself. In this sort of pattern, you don't want to destroy this one. If you have particles on, the water will be dripping down to show you where it is, so that's very helpful. But you want to get your redstone repeaters and do it every other piston, and fill in the gaps with your redstone. This will power every piston and cause them to extend when the current is put through it. And then you put your dirt down. Now, if you've extended it out to the left or right, which I may recommend if you are ambitious enough to get it, big enough, it may be double like this one, so I would recommend doing it as you go along. But this one is just fairly simple at the end, where you just put the redstone down, and there you go, all the way to the end. Everything's connected up. and then you just put down a little redstone there, and that's connected it back to the switch. Now the switch goes up here. Now you can put the switch wherever you want. Just a little bit of wiring is all you need. Flick the switch and the pistons will extend. See? And that displaces it. So as you can see here, the pistons have extended, which pushes the block, which displaces your crop. And then you just walk along, collect your pumpkins, and collect your melon. Now, it depends really what you want to do. I'd recommend maybe more melon than pumpkin, because pumpkin is only really used for giving souls to golems and stuff like that. So it's not as useful. Still useful, just not as useful as getting the food, which is helpful for the sustainable system which you're aiming for. Now, another little practical tip I'm going to show you over here is in my mock-up seabed. Now, I've put this together to show you underwater building. And if you remember in a previous tip, I showed you the Bobo the Hobo door. As you see, my air has replenished. I will let it run down a little bit just to show it again. So watch my air above my food, and I walk in here, and it replenishes. Now, that works because the door's mechanics displace water. So as the water's displaced, there's air that you can breathe. So the same mechanic works with signs. So as you see here, I have some air from the sign. It's giving it out for free, like free hugs. Don't hug a creeper. But it displaces the water, and then you can stand in it, and that's much more useful for, you know, tight spaces or whatever. If you don't want a door or doors just lining everywhere, you can just put ladders around. But if you're just swimming and you need air and you're not just building, so you don't have a door on hand, just plop down a torch. If you don't have a torch on you, have a torch on you. Make a lot of torches and have them on you. But it works with redstone torches. Just put them down, and then I think they get destroyed. I'm not 100%. Let's try with this torch. But if you're in need of air, one torch is not really going to matter. Yeah, they get destroyed. But oh well. So one torch isn't going to matter compared to your precious health. So thank you for watching. Just going to say, think happy, be happy, stay happy, people. Remember, feedback is welcome on these videos. I really do appreciate it. If you have the time and you like this video, subscribe to the Friendship. We've got more coming up. This has been the Friendship Awesome Gaming Show. I will see you guys next time. Bye.